How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new live stream. And different from the club football today, it's an international break, and we are watching Italy versus Spain in the Nations League semi-finals. The last four teams remain Italy, Spain, France, and Belgium. Out of four, two play today. Of course, it is Italy, Spain, and as you can see on the screen, the lineups are ready. And the lineups, they have gone toe to toe with each other. Probably they have done their homework this time around, and most probably they have done one more thing this time around, and that is played a non-striker formation. Actually, there is a striker formation, but a non-striker preferred player in that position. Maybe on the pretext of the performance that they had in the quarterfinals back in the Euro 2020, and maybe they just have learned some lessons from that. So for Italy, there is no striker, out and out one. There is Bernardeschi as a false nine, and for Spain as well, it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres, of course, we know that he is not a guy who is, how do we say it, unknown to playing as a striker, because for Man City he has done it more than often, like on a regular basis in the previous times. So he knows one or two things about the striker position. And likewise for Bernardeschi, he actually can play as a striker. He can hit the ball very sweetly, and against Chelsea as well in the Champions League last time around a few weeks ago, he played as a striker. So this is not a problem for them, and maybe these sides have the homework planned out and done before. And Roberto Mancini and of course likewise Luis Enrique, basically they're trying to outwit each other. Yeah, that's what I exactly wanted to say. But nevertheless, a very few familiar faces back for Spain. Marcos Alonso is back, Coca is back in the lineup, and a new one, a guy who makes the history. I think it's 17-year-old, if I'm not wrong, Gavi from Barcelona makes his Spanish international debut and becomes the youngest player to play in a European competition. So mind you, this is a great one, right? Although players will always rise, records will always be broken, but we should celebrate the ones that are currently standing right now. So congratulations to Gavi, and I think he's on the course to become a great footballer. Likewise, he plays in the position for Pedri today. Pedri, who has been ruled out, unfortunately, right now, as of today. But for Spain, Marcos Alonso is back. Azpilicueta back. Two Chelsea players after a long back gap. Azpilicueta was back in the Euros, but it's good to see Alonso back on his form, of course, for the start of the season. Thomas Tuchel gave him a lot of chances, and that's why he has earned a spot back. And likewise, on the other side, Italy, Emerson is playing. Emerson is playing because Spinazzola is still injured, out for, I think, Achilles injury. And this time again, Emerson is playing regular football at Lyon. That's why he left Chelsea, because Roberto Mancini said that if you have to play in the Italian national team on a regular basis, or maybe keep in mind the World Cup is approaching next year, 2020 Qatar, the Winter World Cup. So you have to play regularly, because there is no excuse. I would have to pick someone else who is playing actually some regular football. And also Roberto Mancini cannot actually take the risk of Spinazzola getting injured. He's already injured, I mean, on the ACL injury, and coming back and start to play football directly in the World Cup. So that is something that does not happen, right? So he really wants some other players to step up. Of course, Emerson is there, so he should be playing regularly in his mind, and rightly so. But nevertheless, we are here for the Nations League finals. So let's talk sense into this team. Italians unbeaten in the last 12, of course, games, and conceded a goal, of course, at the end stage of the tournament. But yeah, nevertheless, they are unbeaten, and they are looking a formidable side, like always. Let's see what happens today, though. It's a different day, it's a different tournament, and something different on the line again. And Spain, of course, no one would have told them that you are the tournament favorites until, of course, up to quarterfinal, when they were started playing spectacularly in the Euro 2020. But they showed that they had something that can actually help them on silverware. But they came short at the end, and this time around, maybe it's time for a payback or draw the first lust against Italy. By the way, guys, if you are new around here, please drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow, and of course, being you being here, I mean to say, helps me a lot as well. That's always appreciated. Italian national anthem currently in full swing. One also more notable change in the Italy colors is like Chiellini, they are not playing him. I don't know, it's on the pretext of an injury, because he got actually injured. But the thing right now is Bastoni is playing. Of course, the center half that is very much young in comparison, like totally contrasting ages in comparison to Chiellini. But let's see actually what they have got themselves into in this game, because You can argue that yeah, Chiellini is a must guy in this game, but I don't know what is going through Roberto Mancini's mind. But maybe he saw Bastoni in the training and he thought that yeah, this guy actually plays well and might as well be a good for this particular game. Maybe actually the pace. Ferran Torres is decent in pace, but yeah, it's after all the manager's choice, so or the coach's choice. Yep, like I said, Gavi became the youngest ever Spanish player to feature. Wow, Marcos Alonso after 3 years gap. Actually, wow, 3 years is a lot. But you have to play, like I said, for Emerson and stuff like that. You have to be playing regular football in order to have a chance in the national team because there are plenty of options for the national team. Let's see who will be the ice in the veins thing this time around. Pau Torres, Laporte, solid Spanish defense, and of course Laporte, as we are all aware, returned of course to Spain just before Euro 2020, switched of course his nationality after being ignored a hell lot of times by France, and here he is. Here we are, a few moments away from kickoff, lads. Both teams holding their customary shape, 4-3-3. Here it is, the kickoff, lads. Can Spain actually draw the first blood? I would be very, very, very surprised if Spain is here to score first because Spain actually they would need a lot to link up and they need to show some synergy, right? Because they have made some changes. Ferran Torres, of course, I remember. Sarabia, I remember. But there used to be Alvaro Morata during the time of Euro 2020, right? He's injured right now. And mind you, he did score some crucial goals during the Euro 2020, even though he missed the penalty during the latter stages. But it is what it is. He scored goals in the regulation time. Again, Unai Simon returns his place. And no De Gea, no Sanchez, and Koke in the midfield. So there's not a lot of space on the legs in this midfield, but of course, they are the masters of that one thing, passing. But on the other side, we have Jorginho in the midfield, and who always sits as a pivot, and alongside Barella and Verratti, is always there a man to receive and get the passes. And now here's Italy, and here's the danger man Insigne, who can just basically pop and take a shot from anywhere if you allow him to turn and cut inside the right side. Wow. So Italy have gone on unbeaten run over 34 games, I reckon, and like overall as an overall. And the record right now is the last time they were actually beaten, it was in this tournament, Nations League, and eventually they lost out to who? They lost out to the tournament winners, Portugal, the Nation League winners probably. Here's Ferran Torres, nothing inside. Oyar's ball is too quick, but not that tall. Actually, Ferran Torres is the guy that would want that, yeah, I should be inside receiving the ball rather than me crossing the ball inside for the others. Because Oyarzabal and Sarabia, they are not the guys who will be getting on the head of the ball. They will look to explore like the left side of the play, I think, because that is most where Emerson plays. And Emerson, as we are aware, that is not a guy that is defensively so strong. But maybe he's bringing his A game today, we never know. Di Lorenzo can be sloppy sometimes, I'm sorry. As we saw him concede a penalty, but a very sloppy penalty in the Euros actually. Here's Sergio Busquets. Of course, a lot of these players playing in Barcelona, they did not have a, or actually not having a great time at all. This nations break and this international break is, I think, a breath of joy for them and very much a relief. Here's Azpilicueta to Ferran Torres. Azpilicueta did cross well in Euros, so let's see what happens. Did actually score a crucial goal as well. Here's Oyarzabal running towards the ball. Can he get it? I think he would have been offside as well if he actually got the ball. If you have just joined, guys, we are watching Italy versus Spain. It's the last four of the Nations League. You can call it a semi-final, but they have specified it as a last four. And out of four, the two teams play today, and that is Italy and Spain. Tomorrow it will be Belgium and France. And a very unusual goal kick. We rarely see this happen, right? Defenders kicking the ball rather than the goalkeepers. And Panucci did that. There's Azpilicueta on the ball. Italians trying to press. Here's Emerson with the ball. Chance for a shot for Chiesa. What a shot, and wow, parried away by Unai Simon. Wow, what a shot. What a start by Chiesa though. And of course, Chiesa in red hot form, man. Scored a goal against Italy and against Sampdoria as well. He played very well in this area. But right now, as soon as he got the ball from Emerson, he did not hesitate. And a shot on the bottom side of the corner. And it had enough power so that Unai Simon actually could not get any hands behind it. So he had to parry it just for the first time only. So a nice start by Chiesa there. Here's Azpilicueta on the ball. Given away. Jorginho has it. And again, bailed out by Laporte. Azpilicueta, second time this time, the pass has been misplaced. One on the far side and one on the defensive side. So, not a brilliant start by him. Turn camera. What do you mean by turn camera? Do you want me to look at that way? Yeah. My eyes kind of drift to the side, right? Because, of course, of watching the game. And if I am actually to keep my telly or my screen across the camera, then it is very difficult right now. As of my setup, I'm just telling it. Nevertheless, here is Unai Simon. Again, a shot on target by Italy, but nothing harmless. Nothing harmful, I'm sorry. So far, Italy in terms of the chances created on the top. Spain, nothing. Spain trying to find that synergy, like I said. They are trying to move and get some passes together. And basically enjoy a decent spell of possession here. Let's see how the 17-year-old plays, right? The youngest ever player in the Spain's history to make his debut for Spain international team, the senior team. So there's a lot of pressure on him, but I'm sure he's used to dealing the pressure, right? Barcelona, of course, the times are tough, but to come and perform at the age of 17 is always a tough task, right? So let's see. Here he is on the ball. Jorginho chasing him. He's protecting the ball very well. There's Azpilicueta. Italy well behind the ball. Each and every one of the players defending for Italy. Right now, the game being played in the Italian half. Oh, Gavi is wearing number 9. I think it's just temporary, right? Morata is injured and not even involved in one of any of those games, so they just allotted him a number, and maybe he just went with 9. Here's Aspilicueta again on the ball. Here's Koke. Koke, mind you, have had a decent season with Atletico, right? They won the league, and since then he has retained his form and retained his place in the Spanish team as well. Because we saw a lot of up and downs with the Spanish team, right? There were a lot of losses in between, so they mix and match the team shape and changes. Sometimes Thiago, sometimes Rodri, and sometimes I don't know what not. So this time around, they're sticking with something that they actually went with in Euro 2020. So maybe Luis Enrique is now getting an idea that, yeah, this is my constant 11, and I would like to basically put that around every time in my crucial game. By the way, Chiesa is a steal, right? And on multiple reasons, because Juve had him on loan, right, from Fiorentina, and he didn't had his breakout season yet. He had the potential, right, but nothing in sort of like burst of amounts of goals and assists, like match winning performances, like in almost every game or so that sort of season. But they already had an obligation that Juve will buy him, and it was not a lot of money, I'll tell you. So Chiesa did break out on the scene at Juve and performed in Champions League, performed well for national team, and as per the obligation to buy for Juve, they didn't have to pay a lot of money, and Juve basically got a steal. In today's market, if you want to buy a player like Chiesa, I think it will cost you a hell lot of money. Unai Simon losing the ball here, and of course, Spanish goalkeepers, you are never properly secure with them. We have seen a lot of instances, especially in the World Cup and the major tournaments. I saw De Gea in the World Cup and against Portugal, of course, and Unai Simon against, I think, who it was? I think it was Croatia, if I'm not wrong. That own goal, if I remember. Pedri's passed and Unai Simon totally missed the ball. The ball went inside the net. Looked bizarre, to be honest. Here's Insigne. Italy, of course, at advantage here, playing in their home. It's Chiesa backpedaling. Chiesa still has the ball. Need for feet work. Wow. Jorginho almost dropped as a between two centre halves as a third defender, right, to collect the ball there. There's Emerson on the ball. I'm sorry. But man, I miss Spinazzola. That guy was a vibe for the Euro 2020. And being an attacker, and he usually used to take on players like, yeah, for fun. Here's, of course, Marcos Alonso. Good pass, displaced by, again, Oyarzabal. So Spanish team has not able to stitch together passes to in order to get something successful out of it. Like not even a potential threat. Here's Bonucci. Of course, today, if we don't go again anything conclusive after the normal time, we have extra time in the penalties. There's Marcos Alonso. There's Busquets. Fouled by Jorginho there. Nothing, any sort of physicality of that aspects on that one, a foul. By the way, guys, if you've just tuned in, we are watching Italy versus Spain. It's goalless right now, and the game's building, but Spanish team are having some difficulties to stitch together a decent spell of possession, and it's 12 minutes on the clock, and so far it's Italy. I would say they are edging it. And all of a sudden, right, it feels like the selection of Spanish teams become so difficult because a majority of the times in the past we have seen so many great players coming from Real Madrid and Barcelona, and basically your problem of having a marquee player is instantly sorted out. And yeah, because the teams on the top, I'm getting the best players, and from Real Madrid, Barcelona, from Spain. But unlike today, the both clubs, they are kind of in the middle of crisis, and to be honest, a lot of the Spanish players at these clubs are not performing. Here's a decent ball by Sarabia for Alonso. Can he cross? Oyarzabal. Wow. Italy breaks out and Italy is safe here. Jorginho breaks out to Chiesa. Can he protect it again? He protects it. Spain have it again. Here's Oyarzabal. Wow, Italy defended again. Again, nice feed by Chiesa there. Chiesa running. Full of energy, Chiesa. Full of energy, Chiesa. Again, could not switch the play actually, and is fouled in the process. Wow. So this was back and forth. A lot of eventful things in this last 30 seconds only. Gavi, the 17-year-old, fouling Chiesa there. Wow. Man, it literally looks like a kid, right? 17 years old. I don't know. Tell me, what were you doing at the 17 years of age, right? Or maybe some of you are actually 17 years of age. Yes. Marcos Alonso actually a decent ball to start with for Sarabia. Oyarzabal couldn't actually hit the target. He gets the shot blocked. But then again, Italy come back and it still lost the ball, but they have it again. So Spain looking now very much frustrated, right? Back-to-back fouls being given away by Spanish team. Aspilicueta fouling his teammate, Chelsea teammate. Of course, not current active teammates, but still teammates, right? Chelsea. Emerson, of course, on loan from Chelsea at Lyon. They would know each other rather very well. And would rather know the antics of each other very well as well. There's Bonucci, the first time ball. I think Bernardeschi was offside. Would have been. But never mind, he didn't get the ball at any time. There's Verratti. I've seen very less of Verratti on the game so far. Let's see what he can do actually. There's Bastoni. Wow, quick exchange of passes between Verratti and Jorginho. Looked good there, right? Here's Insigne trying to switch the ball with the diagonal and is intercepted by Alonso. Here's Busquets on the ball. Spain are not actively seeking the passes right now, right? Like there are not a lot of players I mean, who are making themselves available for the pass in front of a man. So it's really hard that they will link up that way. Maybe one piece of something and it will change. Here's Sarabia with a chance to cross. And there's nothing. Blocked easily. Here's Chiesa. Wow, Spain had a chance, but they wasted it again. Decent cross in by Sarabia there, but Oyarzabal straight into the first man once again. Bastoni again, 22 years old, or 22 years young, I would rather say. Inter Milan had a spectacular season last time around. They won the Scudetto. So certainly doesn't give any hesitation to Roberto Mancini for picking him, right? There's Bonucci again taking the goal kick rather than Donnarumma. Wow. And he instantly passes it to Donnarumma. Just so that they can effectively play out from the back because they just want to push the Spanish team ahead. They don't want the Spanish team to press. There's Donnarumma with the long ball. Wow. I almost thought that Bernardeschi had it, but he didn't. Because maybe on television it looks like that, and actually it doesn't work out in real life. Of course, a lot of players, since we last saw them for the international team respectively, they have switched allegiances and they switched clubs, I'm sorry. And here's Oyarzabal again. Wow, Ferran Torres, and it's a goal. Wow, wow. That was against the run of play, and Ferran Torres working wonders as a false nine again, and ferocious attempt on target, and it ended up in a goal, right? Looked just about shabby and looked like it was going out. But he brought his feet in the motion of that he's passing inside the net, and basically it went in. And wow. Marcos Alonso again at the heart of the move, again starting the first ball to through ball to Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal not hesitating. 1, 2, 3 touches inside the box, and Oyarzabal. Wow. What a ball, son. And what a finish by Torres. Plays it inside the far side. So, Spain draw the first blood. Uh, Please don't mind me. It's just a little bit of cold. The weather's changing, but we are here. We're fine. We're watching the game. So Ferran Torres has done it again. Imagine. Oh, here comes Spain again. Back-to-back chances, Spain. Where's the ball? Again, a lot of space. Here's Luis Lorenzo. Here's where's the ball. Blocked by Jorginho. Shot. Alonso. Wow. And it. Oh my god. What an attempt by Alonso. Donnarumma couldn't gather it. And off the line clearance by Panucci. Donnarumma spilled that ball. Wow. Alonso's got a sweet foot, mind you. The ball fumbled from Donnarumma's hand, went onto the post, and cleared off the line by Panucci. Wow, Italy in all sorts of troubles here, guys. And mind you, this ball could have gone anywhere, anywhere. Alonso causing some trouble on the left hand side, right? Italy looking under pressure. Here comes Spain with the first corner of the game. Defended well by Italy. Sent back again to the box. Can Oyarzabal collect it? He can. And he gets a corner. So, all of a sudden, against the run of events, against the run of the game, Spanish side has the lead. And they look like more threatening. Wow, that could have been very bad, right? If that ball from Alonso went in, actually. To be honest, deserved a goal with that strike, but Panucci bailed him out. Here's Busquets in space, and Spanish side recycles, and back to their centre halves. Wow. So, a huge boost for Spanish team here. Building up momentum there. I'm sorry, momentum, and a lot of aggressive momentum, mind you. Wow, Donnarumma again almost found himself in the center of the trouble here, bouncing in front of the box, just out of his penalty area, and almost just got on the ball. Here's Sarabia. There's Alonso on the ball again. Spain looking all sorts of that sort of a team, right, with boosted up confidence all of a sudden. And to be honest, we haven't just seen them creating a lot of chances. They created the 1 and 2, and they're in front. Here's Alonso. Here's Koke. Italian team again being pressed down, pressed back in their own half. Every man behind the ball trying to defend. Here's Azpilicueta on the ball. Because I see there are some good signs now, Spanish team. All of a sudden. Here's Sarabia. Overruns it. Here's Azpilicueta. Crosses it, but can Oyarzabal keep it in? No, actually it's Marcos Alonso. He'll keep it in. Alonso still not coming back on the far side. Sergio Busquets, quick feed. Busquets again. Busquets trying to play with some freedom now. Here's Azpilicueta. Cross just in the center. No one to ahead. Clear ahead of Panucci. Can Italians come back? Here's Emerson. Here's Insigne in a lot of space against Laporte. 1v1. Can he do something? He crosses it to switch the side. Brilliantly done. Finds Chiesa. Spanish team, all of it. All of the guys, all of the red shirts back to defend. Here's Verratti. Here's Emerson again. Here's Bonucci. Again, the ball lost by Italians there. Triple team almost on. Who's that guy? Bernardeschi. And they got the ball out. Here's Oyarzabal. Here's Gavi. Brilliantly done by the youngster. Loses it. Busquets the ball by Jorginho. And again, Spain bailed it out. Here's a fouls the man in the process, and Spain can have some respite. By the way, guys, if you've just joined in, we are watching Spain versus Italy, and it's 1-0 currently to Spain. And against the run of play, they scored, but right now they're looking like a much more positive side than the Italians. Italians are being pushed back, and Spain fullbacks are causing some troubles, especially for the keeper right now. I'll tell you, in total focus because the keeper is spilling the ball in all sorts of deliveries. Here's Alonso again. Here's Gavi on the ball. Jorginho has it. Wow, what a piece of play by Insigne there. And again, wow, brilliant, brilliant shielding of the ball by Verratti there. Dribbling, then shielding the ball. Still have a disadvantage of size, of course, his total size. It doesn't have that kind of a height, but he still manages to protect the ball. Here's Verratti back on the ball. Of course, Verratti having some issues after coming back from the injury. And he has never been that kind of a fit guy, right? Since the Euros as well. Italy again caught offside. Bernardeschi having hard time to believe it, but they were offside. Luis Enrique would be very delighted, man. This kind of a start, I don't know. Italians, although they have been unbeaten like over 30 plus games, but it's been a while and things do come to an end. But you never know what they have in the store. Maybe they bring on a striker and they will just change it around totally. But right now, it seems like both of the sides have done their homework and both of them went with a proper false nine or some sort of a different player in that striker position. But as of now, even though against the run of play when Spain scored, after that it has been all Spain. And the same words I use for Spain. They don't look that they have some synergy between them. Italians don't look like they have some synergy between them right now. They're just managing to hold on of the chances that they are defending, but yeah, nothing in return at all. And of course, guys, if you're new around here, please drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow. And do check out my videos. I would love your feedback. Here's Gavi. Wow. Here's Spain 3v3. Here's Ferran Torres on the ball. Can he do something? Here's Ferran Torres. Nothing, nothing. He cannot do anything. Wow. He was almost wrestling with three talents at once. And I think he has been penalized, actually. He had two choices to make a pass for, and he didn't do anything. That's a let-off there. A clear let-off. But nevertheless, something to be positive for the Italian side here. There's Emerson. Wow, what a ball for Insigne. Can Insigne do something? Insigne 1v4, but in a lot of space. Insigne again with the ball for Barella, and nothing from it. They managed to get a corner somehow. Wow, Verratti is fighting a 17-year-old kid, man. Come on, Verratti. Yeah, I think it's rightly given a corner, if I'm not wrong. Gavi seems to touch it at the very end. So here's the first corner for the Italian side. Can they instantly get back from it? They have, of course, the tall personnel in the box to have actually make use of it. Italians getting frustrated. Here's Insigne with the corner. A poor one. A poor corner, though, in my opinion. Even though Di Lorenzo got a head on it, but that was far from anywhere near the goal. That's parallel to the goal line, but that's far off. It's a very, very low-driven corner. Needed something much, much more better that. Nevertheless, 28 minutes on the clock. And let's see what happens now. Wow, Unai Simon almost. Jorginho again catching Busquets on the ball. And wow, successful this time somehow. In the process, Italians have the ball and they have the ball and they have been fouled. Jorginho there, nice pressing. Maybe Italians some foul at the shooting distance, right? Wow, 17-year-olds putting on the pressure here, having to stretch all of his gameplay and his legs. Maybe a scoring position, right? Yeah, not that far. Insigne, we have seen him curl that from before. That sort of a range, so will not be a surprise. Get this thing on target and it might just go in. I have that feeling, right? Get this thing on target and it might really just go in. Wow. Italians played it short as a part of their practice routine, and in the process, they fouled a Spanish player. They have the decision turned over. Gavi again at the center of it, drawing the foul from the Italians, I'm sorry, and earning his team again some breathing space. In the process, Bonucci has been booked. Let's see what happened there. Bonucci booked for decent. Yes, I'm sure. Again, Spanish side giving away the ball. Emerson has the ball. Emerson crosses inside the box. Wow. And Bonucci just skyrockets it in the third tier. So, clearly a sign of frustrations by Italians here. Looked more like a clearance, right, than the shot. Bonucci on the whole game now on the thin ice, yellow carded, right, on the pretext of the dissent. "31 minutes on the clock, boys, and it looks like the game has been slowed down a bit, right? After the fouls here and there on the field all over the place, and both the teams now trying to come back in the game. Again, Talents misplays the ball. The ball straight away passed outside by Di Lorenzo. I wonder what is the pressure here. Now here's the chance for Marcos Alonso again to attack from the left-hand side. He has the throw-in on his hand. Italians trying a bit of different thing now. He has a swapping places with Insigne and of course Bernardeschi indeed. Actually, all of them have swapped the places. Insigne through the center, Bernardeschi on the left-hand side, right-hand side. He is on the right-hand side. There's Marcos Alonso. Here's Gavi on the ball. Almost lost the ball. Both the teams have lost a fair share of low balls actually, because the pressing has been very nice from both of the teams. They have been quick to close down the gaps. But nevertheless, they have the goal to show it at the end for it. So Spain, they are dominating on that pretext. There's Alonso. There's Koke. There's Busquets again, plenty of space alongside Koke. Same for Alonso. There's Koke. Talents now totally inside their own half. Wow. Chiesa, can he get it? But Alonso has the distant advantage on him. Wow. Italians, right? They're taking some chances now. Bastoni almost rushed at a centre half position, sorry, centre forward position actually, to make a play there if there was a chance for Italy there. But in the process, they lost the ball, and now he's running like hell back to his own box. And by the way, guys, if you've just tuned in, we are watching Italy versus Spain. It's 1-0 to Spain, nothing to Italy. Spain have drawn the first blood after the Euro 2020. And they're looking like a formidable side right now. Oh, almost Donnarumma caught off guard again. Spanish side trying to have some serious plays here. Jorginho, what a ball for Bernardeschi. Can he cross it for Chiesa? Here's Bernardeschi. Again tries to go for the shot. Wow, what a save by Unai Simon. Wow. And that's a goal kick. Keeper well aware there, Unai Simon. If he was any way or shape or form sort of coming to the far post side, that ball was going in. Here's Italy again. Insigne. What a pass. And what? Oh, wow. He missed it. Jeez. How have he missed it? How has he missed it? I'm sorry. I mean, that's a tap in for Lorenzo Insigne with an excellent ball from Emerson. He side foots it, but unlike Ferran Torres, that ball goes flying outside of the goal. What in the world was that? What a chance wasted for Italian national team. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Feel bad for the Italian team here, right? That was a chance they could have easily gone up. So the attempts for Italy now rising from 5 to 6. Now they have one more than the Spanish team, that they have 5. Here's Spanish team again. First time pass it to Sarabia. Here's again Gavi. Ferran Torres inside the box. And again safely to Donnarumma. Italy. Wow. The cold is having the better of me, lads. Italian team on the break again. Donnarumma with a quick fire pass in the throw. Technically, actually, both the sides are very much gifted with the ball, but they are making some errors, right? Out and out errors. Here's Bastoni again. Here's Jorginho again, getting the ball there. Wow, Gavi wins it. Gavi, chance to pass it to Yarzabal, and he does pass it. Can Yarzabal do something? And straight to the keeper. I wonder if it was actually a shot or a cross, but that was very low on power. Gavi with very impressive display, that particular piece of play, right? Carrying the ball from his own half towards the final third pass, and he did all the things right. Is Bonucci trying to thread a needle there? Spain now making their quick fire passes. They're looking amazing though. Sarabia is down on the pretext of a face injury, and ref didn't actually blew for it, but I think he has to stop the play on the player because of the face injury. Of course, I think VR will take a look at it, but this miss, man, again being showed on the TV. Insigne, how have you missed it, bro? If it was last summers during the Euros, I think that was going in. Here's Donnarumma on the ball again. What can he do actually? Italians feeling the pressure, right? Clearly they're feeling the pressure. Again, a ball misplaced by Italy team. Busquets with time for passing here. Oh, Marcos Alonso doing Marcos Alonso things. trying to fall on the ball and trying to force the ref to actually give him the foul, but actually that's not the case. Wow, again, Italian national team giving away the ball very cheaply here. Italy are not holding the shape as well properly in the midfield, of saying that they are not able to link up. You wonder what has gone wrong with them actually. Wow. Spain with a chance for another break. As Oyarzabal. Here's Busquets. Jorginho couldn't actually intercept the pass. Gavi in a lot of space. Gavi passes it to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta in some space there. Chiesa back to defend. Here's Oyarzabal. Spain now slowing down the passing, of course, the possession phase from Italian national team here. Now, Laporte forcing a pass there. Would have chosen the pass to Gavi, but he actually went for a long pass to Azpilicueta and in the process losing the ball. Luis Enrique doesn't look happy about it. Wow, Donnarumma almost a misplaced pass once again. Italians are having a tough time. Usually they play the game at their own pace, if I'm not wrong. And right now they are being forced and rushed into the process, defending. Wow, is that a second yellow for Bonucci? Is that a second yellow for Bonucci? The referee said that it's an elbow. Bonucci looks bamboozled there. Bonucci looks bamboozled there. I think he is going to send him off. A second yellow and perhaps a red card. A twist in this tie, maybe, lads. And he's going for the red card, and Bonucci is sent off. Wow. Italy all of a sudden, a goal down, now a man down. I don't think the VR can check it as well because it's a second yellow and a red. His arm is up, but it's intentional. Unlucky side. Italians might be forced to make a substitution here, right? Sacrificing an offensive player, and they might have to bring on Chiellini at the very end now. Bonucci standing on the tunnel, just not going in. I don't know what he's thinking. 3 minutes away from the, of course, halftime, lads. A lot can happen between that. Chiellini warming up. Acerbi warming up. Here's a free kick for Spain. Here's Marcos Alonso on the ball. Chance for Torres, and he's offside. Wow. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are watching Italy versus Spain. 1-0 to Spain, and Another setback for Italy. A goal down, now a man down. Their captain Bonucci has been sent off. The red card, second yellow card, foul on Sergio Busquets. He elbowed him, and referee said, "I have no choice but to send you off." And that's about it. So Italy now having to deal with a lot of circumstances now. The goal and missing their captain. Most probably they'll make a substitution, having to sacrifice an attacking player, and they will then bring on their secondary captain, that is Chiellini. Spanish team, can they take the advantage of this just before the half time? Italia's not making any substitutions. Di Lorenzo just tucking it inside on the center half position. Di Lorenzo tucking in on the center of position. Bernardeschi going on the right side. On the right back side, I mean. Salio. Wow. So Bernardeschi went from playing as a center forward to a right wing to a right back in one game. And most probably in 45 minutes only. Here's Donnarumma with a quick fire pass to Chiesa. There's Emerson on the ball. He's still running and is fouled in the process. And he's fouled. He fouls Emerson here. His Chelsea teammate. Azpilicueta, to be fair, stands his ground, but he is clearly in the way though. After Emerson throws the ball forward. Chance for Insigne and flags up. Two chances now for Insigne though. Missed out on both of them. The first was very obvious. This was 50-50 though. There's only 1 minute of additional time on the clock, lads. Half of it is already gone. As Alonso, what a ball. Oyarzabal, chance, and Oyarzabal through again for Torres, and it's 2-0. Wow, Italians are down, and Italians are down bad. Same combination. Alonso first time ball, 1-2 to Oyarzabal, and then Oyarzabal again to Ferran Torres, and what a neat header this time. What a placement. Mancini on the course of having some tears in his eyes just before the half time. He feels like his ship is sinking finally. An Italian team is going to lose, it looks like, after a run of over 30 games. Wow, son. What a header, though. Sends the ball actually where it came from. Textbook header. Wow. Ferran Torres, 6 goals in the last 7 games for Spain. Wow, formidable. Yeah, it's nothing less than a mountain for Italy to climb, to be honest. And right now, if you're talking about something that it's a task. I don't know whether they'll be do actually bring something back from the dead. It's basically like bringing something back from the dead, and I highly doubt it. So, 15 minutes break, lads. Take a break. Enjoy the time. Let's see what happens though in the second half. I'm sure Twitter will be filled with all sorts of memes right now about Italy. What a turnaround. Yeah, actually, what a turnaround, man. What a turnaround. I never expected that they'll score that two goals like back to back in one half, but they did actually, so fair play to them. And actually, man, basically, it's talk about, right, taking your chances, right? And they took their chances, and mind you, their chances fall easily on the Ferran Torres' foot. Brilliant delivery from the passers as well. To be fair, Italy had a chance on Insigne. They should have scored it. Maybe the story could have been very much different if Italy equalized and they wouldn't have been playing that kind of a game, but it is what it is. But as of now, Italy are in the mud. Wow. The call is getting better of me, lads. The call is getting better of me. Wow. I don't know. Actually, I'm just thinking that what are the actual changes that Italy might make? Because on the one hand, Italy, of course, they got a man sent off, so they have to replace and bring on an actual center half if they really want to do it. And now that they have conceded two goals, will they actually think about bringing on a center half rather than just bringing on something refreshing as an attacker, or maybe just bring on Immobile? Well, it is what it is right now. Wow, I've just seen the replay of Ferran Torres' first goal. The goal goes off in from his shin or a calf rather, rather than just a proper strike. Italy have been just caught sleeping, right? Two back-to-back chances. You can say that at back, right, red card, whatever. But yeah, they have been caught sleeping. So You cannot argue on that pretext because they now have a mountain to climb. And is the blood? It's on their hands now. What's going on? Bro, welcome to the stream. So right now, Italy are in the mud. Italy have a mountain to climb. Italy are 2 goals down. Italy conceded the first goal against the run of events. Probably Italy was playing the best football for the first 20 minutes and then they just conceded. And the situation turned around, the tables turned, and Spanish counter-attack, Spanish possession, and just before the second goal, a red card for Italy, second yellow card for, of course, Manucci there, and he elbowed basically Busquets in the face, and the ref had no choice to send him off. There is no need for VAR. VAR cannot review the second yellow card, so that was a red card, clear day and line. And then again, Spain, just beautiful football. Italy caught sleeping, and textbook header for Ferran Torres. And Oyarzabal, both of the crosses from Oyarzabal and both of the goals from Ferran Torres. These guys are on a roll right now. Ferran Torres, 6 goals in last 7 games for Spain, so he might actually score a hat-trick in the second half if he actually remains on the pitch for the other 90 minutes. So Italy looks like over 30 games unbeaten. The streak is about to end. It looks like this. Kileni might come on actually, but I am actually so confused that would you actually bring on Kileni? Because you are 2 goals down and you would rather have someone more attacking and refreshing on the pitch after making substitution upwards and basically play Di Lorenzo. What they did was Italy, they played Di Lorenzo, their right back as a centre half, Bernardeschi as the right back. Not a long-term fix, but actually you are in a sort of trouble right now. So I would actually want Chiesa, Insigne, Bernardeschi and Immobile together if Italy can bring him off the bench. So that would be an interesting thing, right? Because Italy can have someone actually to cross the ball inside too, because they need a target man. It's not working them for the false nine. Italy did not play a false nine when they played against Spain in the Euros. And Spain, they of course played Morata in Euros, but this time around, both of the teams are playing a false nine. And it's clearly working for Spain, not for Italy. So they surely need to make a change. And I think they can easily make the changes also, right? Torres, actually, if you are aware, Pep likes to change a lot of things. Ferran Torres scored a lot of goals for City as well from the centre forward position, but if he wants to play really Foden, De Bruyne as a striker, then unfortunately Ferran Torres falls down the pecking order, right? Because I'm sure Foden, De Bruyne, and as it seems now, as of the last 3 games, Gabriel Jesus, because they are winning it or drawing at the end of the Liverpool game, it seems like that will be the lineup there because they seem to be doing the job. But I really feel like, yeah, he has a case to make here that, yeah, I would be back in the lineup certainly, because if he keeps on scoring the goals, it's very hard. How can you keep someone out of the team when he's scoring the goals? Like, literally, how can you? And, you know, right wing, it's actually his preferred position. And Ferran Torres, if you remember, has scored already a hat-trick against Newcastle, if I remember. Last season against Newcastle in the Premier League, so he definitely and scored at the hat-trick at a centre-forward position, actually. But very interesting to see what happens in the future, of course. Are you a City fan, though? I'm just asking for my opinion. I would want to say something furthermore if you're a City fan. I'm not aware if you're a City fan or no. Spain holding all of the ball, and basically Spain right now is not a problem for them. This is the phase of the game that they enjoy the most. This is the phase that they like to hold the ball in the midfield, and they can do it all day. And right now it seems like Italy are having a lot of trouble breaking them down, and on the pretext of it, they are a man down, they are pressing ahead, and Spain have a lot of chances to pick a pass, and they have an extra body up there in the midfield, so they really are on the advantage here. Visca Barca. Yeah. So you are supporting Barcelona, but right now I'm guessing tough circumstances for you guys. A very tough circumstance. A lot of bad fates. Actually, Real Madrid, of course, lost two games as well, the last two of games that they played. But Barcelona right now in a currently a huge mess, right? If you want to see Barcelona behind the scenes or ahead on the pitch, it is totally in the mess. Yeah, very tough times. I don't know. What do you think that who would be your next manager? Who would you want to be the next manager of Barcelona actually? Because there is a lot of task that is on hands of Barcelona here, and of course, a club like Barcelona, you will find a long-term solution further down in the line, but a short-term fix, I don't think anyone can fix this Barcelona team short-term because as you have entered this season, you know you are there with limitations. Some players are injured, and you are stuck with selected options, right? So I really don't know who will take the in charge of the rest of the remaining season if Koeman leaves, but the next season is always a new beginning. Yeah, bro. Hopefully you have it. It's always bad seeing clubs like Barcelona, like we know. I'll give you an example, right? Although this is against the conversation that we are having here, Spanish team are winning it, but it used to be so easy for the Spanish national managers to pick a team just because of Barcelona and Real Madrid, right? We know top two Spanish tier teams, they will give us a marquee player, and basically half of the 11 will be filled from Barcelona and Real Madrid. And right now, both of the teams are performing so bad. So, and basically the Spanish players from their teams are performing so bad, and there is nothing that you can pick from them. So, as a result, you can see in the Spanish side as well the reflection of the same, that there are not a lot of big names from Barcelona and Real Madrid, to be honest. Busquets just returned, and let's see. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pirlo as well, man. Pirlo at Juventus, I feel like this is the same case, right? It is basically like a former player being respected a lot in your own club. Koeman, of course, is an exception because Koeman coached actually at a lot of clubs. Pirlo at Juventus, I almost felt like, man, what is he doing? He used to play players out of positions and different formations. No ideology actually. If I'm being very honest, Pirlo wasted Ronaldo's 1 year, and I'm very critical of it. He wasted Ronaldo's 1 year, and Ronaldo's years, as I am watching as a neutral, it's very crucial, right? Cristiano Ronaldo playing for furthermore year at the top tier football, so yeah, it hurts. Yeah, Arsene Wenger won't come back. Arsene Wenger is on to a very bigger fish now. Arsene Wenger is in FIFA headquarters now. His main mission is to get that World Cup twice a year. I don't know how that will pan out because a lot of people are against it. It would be very hard to convince Arsene Wenger if something very unexpected happens because he is very unlikely to leave FIFA. And that's a job for life. By the way, what do you think about his proposal of World Cup every 2 years? How do you think it will? It actually? For me, it is like the excitement of the event will be like much more less because every 2 years means every 2 years in between there will be a Copa America, there will be a Euro, likewise Nations League, and furthermore down the line they're talking about more European tournaments. There is Club Football World Cup. So as you predicted, Chiellini is coming on. Bernadeschi sacrificed. Yeah, usually I don't know if you're talking him as a long-term option or just for this season, like an interim manager. Because I think in a long-term option, they might actually go for Xavi. Just because I'm thinking there is a lot of talk around him, they just might go for Xavi. And that will be a long-term process, right? Yeah, I'm against it, but it is what it is. We are just normal people, we can have opinions. World Cup every 2 years is not exciting. It will lose the aura of that trophy. But let's see. Second half has kicked off. Italy versus Spain. Can Italy do actually something? So right now, Italy one offensive option less in tough circumstances, and they're attacking the goal again. Spain very much holding a back line here, a sort of a Guardiola type system. Whenever Alonso moves up, they are holding a back three shape behind. First time I've seen that in the game so far. In the first half, they were playing as a normal four back. Yeah, that is the thing, Xavi. That is why I'm saying as the new season begins, because right now anyone who comes in will be in turmoil. Right now, anyone who comes in, the losses will be blamed on him, regardless of that you are picking the right team on the best day or the best team on the worst days. Because right now this season is very tough. Maybe this season is all about Barcelona gathering a lot of players back to their proper strength, getting them on their feet, and concerning that injuries are done. And basically, going into the next season, they have a fresh squad. And basically, when the new manager arrives, you have a lot of chances, right? A lot of players are ready to impress him. So basically, you clear out the club that you were not able to do this time. Like Pjanic, totally sell him off permanent deal. Umtiti, Longley, if they don't perform for the new manager, yeah, the door is open. Of course, a lot of things after the Messi departure, it became unobvious what to do or what not to do, because it was a lot of huge debacle in itself, the Messi's departure, and it partly affected a lot of things. So by the way, Donnarumma is having a shocker in this game. No, I'm not just talking about the goals, but that guy, almost the Alonso shot went in as well. He spilled the ball went in. Wow, Donnarumma giving the ball away anytime. Wow, 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 Donnarumma, wow. As I was talking about the lad. By the way, guys, if you have just tuned in, we are watching Italy versus Spain. And Spain are leading 2 goals, Italy none. And Italian team have a mountain to climb. They have a red card as well. And 17-year-old Gavi is balling out on the field right now. The youngest player in Spanish football history to make a debut for senior football team. Wow. And it looks like Spanish team are making a change. Ferran Torres, wow. Jeremy is coming on, Villarreal player. Wow. So unfortunate for Ferran Torres. Misses out on the hat-trick chance, but I think he's feeling his hamstring there right now and is being subbed off. But nevertheless, another Spanish debut, Jeremy Pino, Villarreal player. Recent form has been spectacular, played very good against Man United, and playing has been very good against the league sides as well. Here's the ball back to Unai Simon. Unai Simon actually hasn't had to do a lot of things, except that Bernardeschi save. Spain can now play the football at their own pace, and that is what they do best. Sarabia on the ball. Again, shielding it very well. Bastoni again. I saw Bastoni charging up so ahead on the pitch. Here's Gavi in a lot of space. Oyarzabal, and too heavy just for Oyarzabal. Collected by Donnarumma there. Bastoni shielding the ball well. I think a lot of concerns will be there for the Spanish team right now, because although Ferran Torres scored 2 goals, but the injury looks like very concerning. Instantly they are taking him upside and they're checking him. Wow, what a flick by Busquets here. Chance for Jeremy to score. Can he cross it? Sorry, chance to cross actually, mind you, I beg your pardon. Here's Azpilicueta on the ball. Spanish team now using their right side effectively, in contrast to the left side in the first half. Here's Jeremy, here's Gavi, losing the ball, and there is no foul by Chiellini. There's Verratti on the ball, there's Jorginho, there's Verratti in the space again. Again, Italy having troubles to link up with the forwards here from the midfield. There's a lot of spaces being left around them. Yeah, but Xavi, so far, it's it's in Middle East, right? All the work will be done in Europe, right? So the waters will be tested here. I'm sure he'll do fine as a manager, but all the things will be tested here. Still very high on the pitch, Marcus Alonso. You mean Gavi? You mean Gavi? Yeah, exactly. So far, he has had a great game and one or two misplaced passes, but overall, for a 17-year-old man, it's an amazing performance. You cannot pinpoint anything, but he has been great. Composure on the ball, and that is what you want. He's basically playing the Pedri role today, but unlike Pedri, he's also running behind the lines. Surprisingly, I don't know why he picked a number 9 shirt to wear actually. Of course, these numbers are temporary, but still, he picked a number 9 to play in the midfield. Sounds a bit odd. Here's Alonso. Here's space for Spain down the middle. Here's Jeremy. Chance to cross. He's liking. Okay, he's going to take his man on. He does it. And nothing. Wow. Aspilicueta manages to save the ball. Alonso almost had a chance to shoot, but the ball couldn't actually pave to his feet. So, Spanish team doing the all task very well, forcing Chiesa to go back and actually defend behind the ball. So, totally on the top of the game right now. Italy intercepting the ball here. Let's see how far can they go. A decent ball by Chiesa, but Insigne too much on the ball. I really think that they should bring on Immobile. It's really hard for Italians right now. Because if you are going to boot the ball up, you might as well boot the ball up to a right man. Not just a guy who's like 5'4". Here's Gavi. Jeremy, I'm sorry. Here's where the ball. Shot. Nothing useful but a corner for Spain. My clock. Yeah, I have to refresh it. The clocks is running from a website, right? It's a widget. It's an application. So it sometimes stops. You have to refresh it. I keep refreshing it, but sometimes when the match is very interesting, I just usually forget, but normally I do refresh it. Changes being lined up for Italy here. Moise Kean and Locatelli on to come on. A bit of an offensive change. I think Verratti goes off, and again, I don't know who will be for the attacking side, but Moise Kean looks set to be coming in. I actually wonder, do Italy have Immobile on the bench, or they have just not picked him? And one more thing, if you're trying to see the streams are synced, there is one more thing. Usually when the scores, anything that displays the score, these guys are usually a plus 1 minute ahead, maybe sometimes because they're coming directly from the satellite as in the web, and the broadcaster is usually very late wherever you're watching it. Here's Spain on the ball. Brilliant first touch football. Here's Gavi in space. I wonder actually, will Spain actually make a change, because Spain playing so well. And it might be just to bring on some fresh legs when they are trying to shut the shop at the very end. if the game goes so far. But right now it feels like, yeah, the man management is just absolutely fine. Offside. Where's the ball? Looked like a proper guy who's offside. Here's Jeremy to Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal still has it. Oh, Koke trying to pass the ball inside the net but couldn't. Italy have the ball back. Here's Chiesa with the ball. Instantly defended very well by Spain. Anytime Italy decided to boot the ball up, Spain always first up there to collect it. Here's Sarabia. Here's Jeremy. Wow, what a ball there, Jeremy. Sarabia. Okay, Oyarzabal. Nothing actually there. Just too heavy the pass there. Insigne off. Locatelli and Moise Kean on. Insigne hasn't had a great game so far. Very bad game. I'm watching it as a neutral. If you would want me to support someone here, I supported Italy at the Euros. And if you would want me to pick actually as a total four, the last four, I would prefer Belgium to win it. Because I really want Belgium to win something, because that golden generation should win something. It would be very disappointing if Belgium doesn't win anything, because they have had 2 Euros now, 1 World Cup, and best they have finished is 3rd place in the World Cup. Hazard, Lukaku, De Bruyne, Martins, Carrasco, these guys should be winning something. Club, I support Chelsea. Right now nothing in going Italians' favor. Every tackle pinpoint from Spanish side as well. Wow. I feel like it would take very like unusual mistake from the Spaniards to actually bring back Italians in the game. Yeah, right now it's good times, but we have been through a lot of tough times as well. Another Spanish player on the floor. Who was it? Aspilicueta. Wow. Not a good sign. Aspilicueta again, having found back the rhythm since the Euros, missed the first game of the Euros. Marcos Llorente, sorry, plays again as a right back, preferred right back, a makeshift one. But Aspilicueta making his way back into the lineup since the Euros and still retaining his place. Good to see always. Not the quickest, but definitely quickest in terms of the IQ and making decisions. Here's Aspilicueta on the ball again. Here's Jeremy. This guy seems very quick, Jeremy. And a very keen passer of the ball as well. Crosser of the ball, I'm sorry. So guys, if you have just tuned in, we are watching Italy versus Spain. 60 minutes on the clock, and it has been a ride for Italians, a roller coaster of emotions, but they are still trailing with 2 goals and a red card. So it looks like far from over from their side, but it's actually far from achieving. Here's the ball for Chiesa in a lot of spaces. Wow. Chiesa has the post. He looked like offside though. I'm very surprised he went for a near post finish here. Very surprised. But with that sort of a power, maybe if it was a bit on target, that might have gone in. What a shot though. What a shot. Yeah. Nothing happening for Italians today. Nothing. In terms of shot, in terms of getting the 50-50s one. Wow. Chiellini with an ambitious outside for through ball. Locatelli straight away coming on and fouling Busquets. And it's very hard. What do you think, guys? Let's do a poll. The poll is very simple. Italy pressing forward but leaving the spaces behind. Here's the ball back with Sarabia. Moving the ball very fluently now, Spanish side. Wow. Alonso still has it and he lost it. Lorenzo Pellegrini, Roma player trying to come on. Italians throwing their last trump cards. Here's Gavi on the ball. Jeremy in a lot of space. Jeremy, a chance to cross. Wow, done well, done so well. And almost it was a third goal. And it could have been actually the assister of the last two goals. Oyarzabal on the score sheet. The header just wide of the post. Donnarumma was not getting the ball. Wow, son. So another very offensive change. Jorginho off, Pellegrini on, and it's all in the hands of gods for Italy now. Wow, Chiellini, the Hollywood display. So lads, how's the poll looking? Italy, low, yeah, seems like that. Italy are stuck on that. You're correct, John. Welcome to the stream, by the way, bro. Again, lads, for any one of you who have tuned in today, it's been amazing. And thank you for watching, like always. It always means a lot. So, Italians now very much physical on the ball, trying to pull the pressure on Spanish side and basically going very aggressively in each and every tackle. Again, Chiellini intercepting the ball and clearing it. Doing everything but making use of the ball there. The Italian side. So, the life comes back full circle again, right? Italian national team, last loss was actually in this tournament only, and it was against Portugal, who eventually won the Nations League. But nevertheless, a loss is a loss, and it will be on their record. Here's Gavi in a lot of space. Marcos Alonso been quiet on that position on the left side for the last 15 minutes or so. Spain just, of course, managing the ball, managing the man, and not rushing anything. Forcing Italians to make a mistake and then maybe we'll capitalize on it. There's chance for Aspilicueta. Back to Jeremy. Jeremy to Busquets. Wow. Italians being left bamboozled there. And it feels like Italians are far from their best right now. Chance for Spain again. Blocked by Italians there. And can Moise again do something? A touch of luck in his favor there. And again, the ball being given away cheaply there. Wow. Varela tries to keep the ball in. And still, the Spanish have the ball. If you have just tuned in, lads, 69 minutes on the clock. Italy versus Spain. Italy are 2 goals down. And over a run of 30 games, which they have been remaining undefeated. And it looks like they will be finally beaten. And their loss will be coming back to full circle. Their last loss was in Nations League tournament only, and it was against the winners, Portugal. And this time against Spain. Maybe Spain wins this altogether, but we don't know so far. Here's Gavi again. Will the 17-year-old actually play the full set of 90? Will he? It's not happening at all, man. Italy are just booting the ball up, and these guys just look like they wanted to end the whole thing. Locatelli has it. Italy is now playing very direct play of football. Moise Kean launched a lob ball ahead. Aspi defending it very well. Kean still has the ball, trying to nutmeg it. Aspi still has it. Wow, a fight being broken down here. I'm not sure what is Locatelli trying to fight here for. Jeremy must have said something here. Things getting heated here. What is the ref going to do here? What did Jeremy actually do here? Because it seems like it was a foul actually from Locatelli. Might have said something very, very unsporting here, Jeremy, because the referee is going to book him. Or did he kick out actually at the end of the foul? Yep, youngster trying to explain, but ref says I'm not having any of it, and you should not repeat this in the future because, like Bonucci, you'll be sent off, son. Oh, another and a final change probably for Italians. Calabria coming on. Very sorry, but the cold is cold. I cannot. I'm just being held captive by the cold. The weather's changing, and it's getting the better of me right now. But here's Spanish team, and they're getting the better of Italians right now. And anything that they're doing right now is not something that is getting successful at all. And no matter what substitution they are making, and no matter what changes they are making into the formation, they are getting dragged back and they're just getting behind. Again, Chiellini pulling the ball up, but nothing as a result of it, of much significance to Italian side. Brian Gill coming on for Spain. Now a Tottenham Hotspur man and Mikel Merino. Merino, man, of course, a guy, huge improvement from the last 2 seasons. He went on from playing to Newcastle, of course, started in La Liga, Newcastle, and then again back to Real Sociedad. And wow, he plays as a holding midfielder, and what a 2 seasons he has had so far. Italian manager Roberto Mancini. Wow, Italians have the ball, the stolen away back. Calabria has it, and again he's pushed wide. Another chance may be wasted. Chance for Chiesa to cross, and he misses it. Italy still have the ball. Di Lorenzo with the chance to cross. Spain defended it very well. Italy coming back to life all of a sudden. Chances on chances for Italy. Can they keep it up? Here's Di Lorenzo. Cross in by Calabria. Emerson. Corner. Yep. He has been given offside. The first player initially who made the contact because it looked offside. I'm not a big fan of these refs taking their flag up after like several seconds. Sometimes they have been advised, of course, if it is a judgment of error, that you can actually keep it like that way, but if it is clear and obvious, just blow. So Mikel Merino coming on. Let's see who it will be for. It's for Koke. So time to shut shop for Spain. Another center defensive midfielder coming on. And the other change would be Brian Gill. I assume Brian Gill would be for Sarabia or something. Yeah, Sarabia, exactly. Some fresh legs on the field here. Brian Gill, of course, being promoted to the side after Marcos Llorente withdraw because of the injury. But yet again, not a bad option to have. Here's Jeremy again. Giving the ball away. Wow, giving the ball away very cheaply here, mind you. Italians having to stretch and leaving a lot of spaces behind as well. I wonder what will happen in the game tomorrow. Belgium and France. Will it actually be this like one-sided? Because to be fair, this has been one-sided. Just 2 goals, but this has been one-sided. Here's Merino in a lot of space. Here's the ball on the ball. And again, once again, just bit too heavy. I think it was Brian Gill. I thought that Brian Gill would be much more faster. Donnarumma with still a smile on his face. I wonder how. Italians with 1 goal, and all of a sudden it becomes very interesting. Here's Brian Gill on the ball. Here's Brian Gill back again and displays the pass. Here's Bastoni looking for passes, and he finds Pellegrini. And a pass to Moise Kean, but it's clearly well behind him. Very frustrated. Again, there is no link between the midfield and the attack here. Moise Kean on his own out as a striker, and no supply actually, not proper supply. Italy is playing a 4-4-1 right now, and it's not working. Fairly, you can say now Spain have managed to, what do we call it? The exact word. Disappointed Italians with their slowing down of the game and passing, but that is what Spain do. They are, and most probably Spain is the that one of the worst sides to go down 10 men against. And basically, they'll have all the ball, and you'll be just chasing all the game. So might as well just play with 11 and not give them that. Here's Brian Gill on the ball, and it looks like Gavi might just play the 90 set. So impressive feat by the youngster there. Here's Brian Gill. Referee said no foul. Here's Emerson. Here's Pellegrini. Here's Jeremy in a lot of space. Can he switch the play? Wow. He's in a lot of space. Alonso in a lot of space. Alonso has it. Alonso scores. No, Alonso cannot. Brian Gill. No. Wow. Spain should have scored their third here, and Spain, wow. Usually you would expect Marcos Alonso to put a boot across that ball and bang it inside the low net corner, and wow. Jeremy took on almost half of Italians on the right hand side. It's like 4 or 5 players, but what a ball for Alonso. I think Alonso still has the time to take the first touch. But nevertheless, it's still Spain 2, Italians 0. Donnarumma, can we say that he kept them in the competition? Maybe if Italians can do something. Here's Alonso doing the defensive work this time. Busquets on the ball. Spain looking a bit shabby at the back now. Pau Torres clearing the ball away. He is in some space here. If you have just tuned in, guys, 79 minutes on the clock and it's all in the play here. Can Italy actually score and make something very interesting out of this game? Here's Brian Gill. Oh, Brian Gill trying to pass, and there is no one inside to collect the pass actually. Here's Busquets. He had been going for a shot actually. Wow, very ambitious. Here's Azpilicueta on the ball. Marcos Alonso actually, the right choice of the pass, trying to thread the ball low because there is no point lodging the ball inside up top and crossing it that high because there is not sort of a body inside the Spanish half that would just go and hit the ball. Here's Azpilicueta, back to Jeremy. Here's the ball back to Gavi. All 10 Italians behind the ball and defending. And the whole game is being played inside the Spanish half. The Italian half, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. There's Alonso on the ball. There's Busquets again. I think it has been a while since Italian got that sort of a treatment, right? They're not used to trailing at all, and that used to of being dominated like this, in all opinions. Gavi breaking Italian play. In the process, Gavi has been spectacular. By the books and by the looks of the display, has been spectacular. Here's Jeremy on the ball again, being pulled back by Locatelli. And it will be a yellow here. And a very cynical foul by Locatelli here. He looks very angry though. What a return it would have been for Alonso, right? If he would have scored the goal, actually. Another chance for Alonso again. Has the ball this time around. Gets a corner as well. Alonso just doesn't strike the ball like he usually do. Just passes it rather than just putting his laces behind it. Corner for Spain, cleared away by Chiellini, I'm sorry. It's Chiesa. Wow. Is And Italy have a goal, and 8 minutes are left. Slice the ball in for a goal, and it's 1 for Italy and 2 for Spain. What a work rate by Chiesa, man. What a work rate. Spanish corner kick, and they have just turned it around. Jeremy, who is the last man? Wow, Pau Torres. That's a poor touch, man. Pau Torres. Wow. Italians have a lifeline, guys. If you have just tuned in, we are watching Spain versus Italy. Italy versus Spain, whatever you might want to call it. It's 1-2. Italy have just scored. Italy are a man down, but 7 minutes in the game. And you never know what might happen here, actually. And if Italy were about to steal anything from this game, imagine how heartbreaking it would be for Spain. Here's Alonso. Chiellini blocks it, and it will just be a throw-in, not a corner. Wow, everyone is on their feet right now. In the process, Gavi has been replaced by Sergio Roberto. What a match this is poised to be right now, lads. What a match this is poised to be right now. Italians have all to play for now, and all of a sudden, the whole crowd is pumped up, and they look like, yeah, they're a team on the mission. Jeremy, chance to collect the ball again. No, Aspi collects it. Can Spain score once more, or will they still keep on holding the ball? What a pass by Aspilicueta to Oyarzabal. Can Oyarzabal make something of it? Wow, the crowd giving the hostile treatment to again Spanish team right now. After the team getting hold of the ball and not just moving forward, just passing it sideways. So now comes the Brazilians. The pressure, the ability to deal with the pressure. But that was so poor from Pau Torres, man. That touch which led to the goal. And Chiesa, you know, he was never going to hesitate and made a proper decision there. Pass and tap in. Wow, Alonso brilliant there. Alonso almost a pass and causing danger there. Bastoni just blocked the goal. Wow. Here's Alonso again. Free kick, Spain. Frustrating for Italians. Literally, Chiesa has been a man that is possessed. He has been everywhere. Chiesa literally has been everywhere on the pitch. Defending, attacking, playmaking. Can Spain actually put this to bed and disappoint? Is it a scoring chance? Is the free kick far enough? Marcos Alonso might fancy it from the left-hand side. But let's see what happens. No, they have taken it short and they're just trying to break the Italians' play right here in the middle. Roberto. Again, managing the ball, Spain. Can they do it for more 5 minutes and the additional time? Here's Brian Gill. Here's Alonso. Italians chasing the game. Nice turn of play by Marino, and again, Jeremy. Here's Roberto. Gets the corner. Wow. All of a sudden, nothing nothing is ever finished until the clock strikes 90. Here's Busquets on the ball again. Here's Merino on the ball again. Busquets, as usual, so composed on the ball. Azpilicueta trying to cross the ball inside. Earns a corner though. And the pressure back to Italians. But mind you, the pressure back to Italians, it might be very, very short because last time around when Italy was defending a corner, they actually broke hell on Spain and counter and a goal. I think a lot of bodies will be left behind now for Spain. They will have one or two players only inside the box. Yeah, they're taking the corner shot. No risk, baby. No risk at all. Moise Kean, anywhere will do for him. Emerson on his opposite side, on the right back position. Wow, Laporte almost just managing to clear the ball. Like we said, it only would take some massive errors by Spain to bring Italy back in the game. One error has been made. Wow, Jeremy. Playing like a baller, absolute baller on the right side. Unai Simon, a risky pass, but Marino collects it. Marino drops Locatelli and Chiesa on the field. Alonso does well just to keep the ball in, and it's a very cheap free kick here. Di Lorenzo almost on his way down, but referee acknowledges and gives the foul to Italy. 90 minutes on the clock, lads. 90 minutes. Italians have just about a lot of extra time. Yeah, there have been 5 added minutes, so they have a lot of actually added minutes here, like we were talking about. Can this snatch a goal? Wow. And the Oscar for the best actor goes to Giorgio Chiellini. 40 seconds done out of the possible 5. And here's Donnarumma taking a free kick. Wow, what a switch, man. What a switch by Oyarzabal. Oh, I'm sorry, but Brian Gill. Oyarzabal is the returnee of the ball. Wow. Brian Gill, but what a block by Di Lorenzo, man. Just keeps him in the contention of the competition. Wow. What a block by Di Lorenzo. Here's Oyarzabal back on the ball again. Still have the ball, Spain. Just a few up and downs, but still have the ball. Marcos Alonso still way up, still way up. Roberto, chance to cross. Wow. Laporte or Pau Torres again. He is chasing the Spanish bodies like wow, like a Ferrari. Wow, Alonso in plenty of space there on the left hand side. Can he shoot? No, he cannot. Here's Jeremy. And straight into the hands of Donnarumma. That's a wasted effort. You would rather keep the ball than pass it like that. Here's again Italian side. 3 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes left in the extra time, lads. Are Italians going to lose? Is the streak of over 30 plus games done? That is the question. That is up for records to be broken here, I mean. Wow. Referee has to stop the game. Head injury. Wow, I think Laporte will be penalized here. He used his elbow there. So, more than 30 seconds or so wasted in the process. If you have just tuned in, lads, it's been a tough ride for Italy. But will they score again? Can they score again? Last few seconds and moments for Italian side to bring back something from the game. All eyes on Italian flares. If they can make something happen here. Calabria on the ball. Wow. What a poor ball. 6 minutes already on the clock. The 5 has been rolled out and it looks like Spain will be the first participant in the Nations League final. Here's Italians. Can they make something of it? Here's Locatelli. And Unai Simon is very brave. And he gets the ball. Wow. Whole Spanish Federation is furious that why the ref is not blowing the whistle here. Ref still allowing more time. Oh, Donnarumma shielding the ball and gives away the ball for a corner to Spain. And that's about it. Nations League finalists, Spanish football team, and they have ended Italian football's streak. And wow, over 3 years it took. And by the way, guys, that's the end of the things. And thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate it a lot. If you came on the stream, if you subscribed, and if you liked it, I am very much thankful to you. And I'll see you tomorrow again. Belgium versus France, and let's see who comes out on